Hi, this is let me see, Martin here, and today one of our premium subscriber asked me to take a look at the JTI, and this is certainly one stock I want to look at. As you could see, JTI is since 2009, looking further back, it's been going up in a nice trend. There was a correction here, right to definitely month of October. You all may know October is always a month where the budgets comes out, and there was whether there's a tax hike or not. So there was no tax hike. Immediately the market resumed, and sometime back, if you notice, even in September, I did ask people to buy some, and since then the market has closed high for the year, right, at the 739, but has pulled back since on very low volume. To me, this is a investing stocks, as we have this for our portfolio. I wouldn't be too worried. If you want to trade, this is not a good example to be trading this stock, because it is a very illiquid stock. From that manner, looking at daily, there's some days there is practically no, very little volume. Look at that, 35. There's a 20 in here. So this is definitely not a good stock to be trading. Definitely it is testing now at the 200-day moving average. That should provide some sort of a support level in here. Even if it's dip a bit low, I would actually wait for the market to bring back up and buy some more here. This one is actually a good stock to be looking, and not to exit too soon here, right? If it holds and build a base at 690, it might see a new high going into second half of 2012, right? So the next stock I want to look at is actually DG. Also, someone asked me to look at it. Let's take a look at that one. 6947. It is quite interesting. DG, if you've been following it, in our main course, sometime on the December, I believe 10, 12, we found out this through our test filter. Alright, and I did bought some of it around 370, and reason why we found out, as the day passed by, we find that more and more our premium subscriber are very busy people. So to get them to buy on the breakout, they tend to hold back. They say wait for a few more days, and after a few more days it went up higher. So out of sheer pressure, decided to jump in, and guess what? When they jump in, the thing break down. You see? So I would advocate easier, which is a slower method, is to buy on test when the market has not broke out, but on a weekly basis. So we bought at 370. The market hasn't broke out yet, and finally when it did, was the last week of December. It did break out, and more importantly, when this thing happened, notice the lower of the lows. The lower of the lows did not break lower. As a matter of fact, it's gone higher. Since then, I think it's gone up to about 410. And if you see in the scheme of things, this is a daily chart. If you switch to a weekly chart, dividend payment is going to look at that one, right? So it has been going up in a nice uptrend since beginning of the year, right? And DG looks to go a bit higher, although it's a bit overpriced. To enter now, very funny again, when it broke through the 410, we're getting a lot of emails and calls. Should I buy DG? Right? That's a tough decision actually. If you have it, you might pay a bit more, but try. And if you attended our main course, try to buy when no one is being interested. I still remember TDM. Okay, sometime back, looking at it, when the first breakout on the 18-line chain, that was a really good time to be buying. There are some news coming up for TDM regarding about the corporate exercise, and also now even Maybank has jumped into the bandwagon and said that hey, this one is the one to buy. TDM, even Pong Ting Siu, our research manager from the Jupiter Securities, really likes this TDM. Chart wise is not that great. Yes, on fundamental there's a bit more upside to it. However, I don't see much of an edge. As a matter of fact, I'll see more downside from here if the corporate exercise does not take place. You might see some salvo. At the end of the day, when we buy any of these stocks, we want to see the edge on our side. And if you have a filter like the Tawa filter or the test filter, You can always pick good stocks. Even as I said earlier on, there was a gentleman in the room here, Mr. E. Talk about he mentioned this stock that I talked about in Kim Long, right? Sometime back when I was talking around $2. Now remember, every time when they break through this 200-day moving average, that's to me is a key element here. Breaking up $2 in here since it's gone higher. We have something right now in the market. Would it go higher? That seems to be. We have to see whether that seems to be going higher or not. Let me just get this first. Okay. This chart. Okay, which is Busa. That's correct. Now you can see that Busa again finally crossed the 200-day moving average. So it may retest back the old high here around 780, 760, 780 high. So that's the stock we talked about, Busa, last week. It broke up nicely here, and see how it goes from here. Okay, so that's all I have for submit a stock for analysis. If you have any stock, just email me. I'll probably analyze next week as part of our Friday clinic. Thanks a lot.